in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Through him. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Off of play action, it's Watson out to his left. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. On first down, Murray. And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. They'll try the air now with Watson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. This is intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So problems with air and passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 34-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Murray. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The defense will spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to air one out. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Deshaun Watson, when you think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against, he's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering the football. But that mobility, that added dimension, when he escapes the pocket and those receivers find their way open, short, medium, and long, he finds the right guy. Last but not least, his toughness. He can stand in the pocket, take a hit, and deliver.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Mayfield to throw it. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
They were backed up to start the drive. How about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Mayfield. This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Chubb is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Chubb again. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans on one play have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Flush to his right. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you've got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Alert!
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Let's go. 180.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Check, 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 check.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Check 59.
One touch.
From the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They go play action. Mayfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Jeff Gladney. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run it again with Chubb. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
6 yards left on second down.
Go, go, go. 59, Mike, 59, Mike.
Mayfield on play action. Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Check, check.
Mayfield. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a 3rd quarter score. And the Bengals scoring again to extend their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's got Dorsett complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Steps away to his left. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson a give. This is Johnson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll buy some, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Going for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Flush to his right. To the right side, and he's got Landry. Complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 70 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Chubb, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And his kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. But it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll find the rookie from Michigan, Nico Collins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Now a first down throw, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, Watson. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Here's Watson. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down. And it's in the area of holding. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now Watson. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Watson. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A huge play there for Houston.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Watson to throw. Forced out to his left. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game, 13 all.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Jarvis Landry now in his fourth year with Cleveland, a five-time Pro Bowler. No one plays harder in the league, and he's only missed one game in 7 years. He does what he always does, makes a nice catch there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Landry.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt.
Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Browns are going to win the football game.
So Cleveland able to come away with